How you doing, guys? Eric from thewasteland.com. Forget all the talking that everyone has done about how, all the paper markets are vastly overrepresenting the actual amount of physical resources that are there, whether that's gold, silver, whatever. Here we have actual physical bags of product, in this case it's supposed to be nickel, that are literally not even have the resource in there. It is rocks. Rocks! JP Morgan reportedly owned a bunch of rocks that was supposed to be $1.3 million worth of nickels. This is so interesting because we know so much in the banking and financial system is fraudulent, is over accounted for with shady accounting, either double accounted for, whatever, fractionally reserved kind of stuff going on. But it's rare that we think of there being like physical counterfeit, and even more rare, officially in the system at least, and even more rare that you think of something being so just like ham-fistedly, blatantly replaced with something of no value. And so we're not even talking about someone saying, oh, I have 100 bags of nickel in here, 100 pallets, and they really only have 10. This is saying of the 10 pallets that we know are even in there, and I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass, but of the pallets that we even know we have, they didn't even know that some of these weren't even the real material itself. They were actually just rocks. And that does not bode well, because of course the first thing that everyone's shouting is, oh, let's see the gold. Let's see all these other things that we're supposed to have. And that not only do we always assume we probably had less than they were saying on their balance sheets, because they're counted multiple times, they're sold multiple times to different people. They're used as collateral from multiple different types of financial instruments a lot of times. And now it's saying not only are these things probably counted multiple times in multiple various ways, they might not even really be there. It might just be dirt or rocks. And so it says JP Morgan is the financial services company that owned 9 contracts to buy or sell certain amounts of nickel at a later date worth about $1.3 million. The actual amount of nickel is currently worth about $1.3 million. And those 9 contracts turned out to be represented by bags of worthless rocks. The London Metal Exchange, and we know how the metals exchanges misrepresent silver specifically. We know there's a lot of shady shit going on with silver. We know that these companies have actually been fined for the illegal ways they're dealing with silver markets. And now they're doing the same sort of things with other markets as well, which, of course, because they get away with it. The London Metal Exchange is a marketplace for things like copper, zinc, and tin, and serves as a price setter and helps regulate the trade in general. At one of its approved warehouses in Rotterdam, LME said they received a report that delivery from the facility was just rocks, not nickel. The LME does not operate warehouses, but approves them. This warehouse is run by a logistics company, Access World. So who knows who had physical access to be able to swap out an entire pallet of $1.3 million worth of nickel with probably $20 worth of rock, if the rock is even worth anything at all. It says in metals trading, the LME is seen as the gold standard. Interesting choice of words. And if they are the gold standard and they will deliver you a pallet of rocks that is supposed to be $1.3 million worth of nickel, God only knows what's going on in the rest of the financial industry. It says the veracity of its metal contracts is generally viewed as beyond question. Well, not anymore. The issue was first announced by LME on Friday, but the metal exchange did not say who owned the contracts. And now we know it's JP Morgan. Very interesting stuff. I mean, it goes to show you just how fake so much of what's going on in the financial industry in the world is. That's why I don't believe anything, specifically coming from the banking industry. We even know, half the stuff that they're allowed to do and that we know they're doing, like the basic money system itself, just defies logic and reason and any sort of like logistics integrity when it comes to like maintaining a stable system. And so just imagine the shit that they're doing that we don't know about, and what other people are doing to take advantage of how, corrupt and, I don't want to say unregulated, but unrestrained this system is. Totally weird. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more weird shit like this happening over the next, 1, 2, 5, 10 years as our entire financial system deteriorates, or more honestly or more accurately, the deterioration is exposed. Because like I've been saying, the rot is in, it's the whole body of the financial system is dead and decaying, and we're now just noticing it. These things all haven't just cropped up, these weird problems, within the past few weeks or months. These have been brewing and boiling since at least 1913, when our currency system, as modern currency system, was created, and it's gotten worse ever since then, getting off the gold standard, all sorts of other shenanigans. The things like the 2008 financial crisis, those were never fixed. That was just like basically a seizure of the financial industry. It was not healed. They destabilized it, but they didn't fix any of the things that caused that. In fact, many of those, if not most of them, have gotten worse, and now we're dealing with the consequences of that with weird shit like this. So let me know what you guys think about that, and if you've seen anything similar to that would, be indicative of just even more problems in the financial industry. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.